Welcome back my channel. Rare Coin World Today video, very interesting history. Let's watch the video. 1973 Liberty half dollar. It might just turn the tables for you. What seems like an ordinary coin could actually carry a surprising story and unexpected value. Stick around until the end of the video to learn its potential, price and how you can sell it the right way. The 1973 Liberty half dollar, officially known as the Kennedy half dollar, represents an era of transition in American coinage. It carries not only monetary worth but also deep historical significance. This coin was struck during a time when the United States was recovering from the social and economic changes of the 1960s and early 1970s. The half dollar had already become iconic because of its design, featuring the portrait of President John F. Kennedy, whose assassination in 1963 shocked the world and led to the coin's introduction in 1964. The obverse side features Kennedy's profile facing left, designed by Gilroy Roberts. Above his head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," with the date 1973 positioned at the bottom. The reverse displays the presidential seal, an eagle with a shield, arrows, and olive branches, surrounded by 50 stars symbolizing the states. This design by Frank Gasparo became one of the most recognizable in modern American numismatics. By 1973, the coin was made of a copper-nickel clad composition rather than silver, a change that started in 1971. This means that while earlier half dollars from the 1960s contained silver, the 1973 issue was produced with a copper core and a nickel outer layer. Although not silver, certain versions of this coin can still hold high collector value, depending on their condition, rarity, and any unique mint errors. The 1973 Kennedy half dollar was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, and at the San Francisco mint for proof sets. Coins from Philadelphia carry no mint mark, Denver coins show a D mark, and San Francisco proofs display an S. Interestingly, 1973 half dollars were not released for general circulation. They were minted exclusively for collectors and included in special mint sets and proof sets. This makes finding one in circulation today unusual and potentially profitable. Philadelphia produced over 64 million pieces. Denver minted around 83 million, and San Francisco struck more than 2.7 million proofs. While these numbers are high, the lack of circulation release means many have survived in uncirculated or near mint state, which matters greatly to collectors. Error coins from this year also catch attention. Some examples include off-center strikes, double dies, missing clad layers, and die adjustment strikes. Such errors are rare and can dramatically raise the value of a 1973 half dollar. Collectors prize proof coins from the San Francisco mint for their mirror-like finishes and sharp details. A well-preserved proof with original packaging can bring in significantly more than its face value. Even regular strikes from Denver and Philadelphia can be valuable. Have you ever thought that a simple quarter in your pocket could change your financial destiny? Imagine finding a coin that turns the tables for you overnight. Well, if you come across the 2006 Nevada Liberty quarter dollar, you might just be holding a hidden treasure. Stick around until the end of the video to discover how valuable this coin can be and how you can actually sell it for real money. The 2006 Nevada Liberty quarter is part of the United States Mint's 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each state had a special quarter released to celebrate its history and culture, and Nevada was the 36th state featured in the series. Released on January 31, 2006, this quarter carries the spirit of the Silver State, combining stunning artwork with historical meaning. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has been used on quarters since 1932. The inscriptions include United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the coin's denomination quarter dollar. But the real charm lies on the reverse side. The Nevada State Quarter showcases 3 wild Mustangs galloping across a field, surrounded by a banner that reads the Silver State. In the background, there are snow-capped mountains and the rising sun, symbolizing freedom, strength, and the vast natural beauty of Nevada. The coin also features sprigs of sagebrush, Nevada's state flower, adding a touch of elegance to the design. Designed by Don Everhart, the Nevada quarter quickly became popular among collectors for its dynamic design. More than 589 million Nevada quarters were minted across the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with additional proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint. Even though millions were made, certain rare varieties and error coins have turned out to be worth far more than their face value. Collectors pay special attention to mint errors and varieties that occurred during production. These include double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and missing clad layers. Some quarters have misaligned dies or unusual planchet errors that make them extremely valuable. Another key factor is the coin's condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated or proof state, especially those graded MS67 and above by professional grading services, can attract significant collector premiums. Over the years, the 2006 Nevada quarter has also gained attention for a few specific die varieties. Some examples feature subtle doubling on the lettering or details of the horses and sun rays, making them unique pieces that serious numismatists are eager to find. Error coins with striking mistakes or rare minting flaws can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, depending on demand and condition. Besides error varieties, proof versions struck in San Francisco are highly sought after. These were never released into circulation. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating pieces in American coinage, the 1977 Liberty half dollar. If you have this coin lying around, it might just turn the tables for you, because hidden among ordinary coins are a few rare treasures worth far more than you can imagine. Stick around until the end of the video, because I'll tell you how much it's really worth and how you can sell it for the best possible price. The 1977 Liberty half dollar belongs to the famous Kennedy half dollar series, one of the most beloved and collectible coins in U.S. history. It was created to honor President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. Since then, the Kennedy half dollar has stood as a national symbol of respect, leadership, and unity, a small but powerful piece of American history carried in millions of hands. By 1977, the coin had already been through a major transformation. Earlier issues were made with silver, but as the U.S. Mint shifted away from precious metal coinage in the late 1960s, the 1977 edition was struck in copper nickel clad. This change made it more accessible for everyday circulation, while keeping the same stunning design that captured the heart of the nation. On the obverse of the 1977 half dollar, you'll find the timeless portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His confident expression, forward gaze, and detailed features remind Americans of a time when hope and progress filled the air. The word liberty proudly arches across the top, while in God we trust is engraved beneath the portrait, a powerful reminder of faith and strength. The year 1977 rests below, marking a moment when the United States was celebrating growth after years of political and social change. The reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the majestic presidential seal. The bald eagle spreads its wings wide, clutching an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, symbols of peace and readiness for defense. The shield on its chest represents protection, while the stars and rays surrounding it evoke unity and freedom. Around the edge, the words United States of America and half dollar appear, boldly declaring this coin as both a national emblem and a piece of currency. What makes the 1977 Liberty half dollar so captivating to collectors is its place in the timeline of U.S. minting history. During this period, the half dollar was no longer used heavily in circulation. Instead, it became a collector's item, something people saved, admired, and preserved. As a result, Many 1977 halves remain in excellent condition today, and those that have survived in pristine, mint state are now highly desirable among collectors. Most 1977 half dollars were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, with a smaller number of proof coins minted in San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. The Denver coins carry 1980 Liberty Candy half dollar. If you have this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video, because I'll reveal how much it could be worth today and how you can sell it for the best possible price. The 1980 Liberty half dollar is part of the legendary Kennedy half dollar series, a coin that represents not just currency but emotion, legacy, and a deep piece of American history. First introduced in 1964, after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, this coin became an instant national symbol of remembrance and unity. By the time the 1980 version was minted, the Kennedy half dollar had already captured the hearts of collectors and patriots alike. This particular year was special. The 1980 half dollar was the first in several years to be struck only at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked by a tiny P or D beneath Kennedy's neck. It marked a new era for U.S. coinage production, with better quality control, more precise minting, and increasing interest from collectors who were beginning to realize that some of these modern issues could one day become rare treasures. The obverse side of the coin features the timeless portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. It's a powerful image, his determined gaze, strong jawline, and quiet confidence capturing the optimism of an entire generation. On the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, sits the majestic presidential seal, a bold eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's balance of strength and peace. Together, these designs make the coin one of the most iconic in the world, even though the 1980 Liberty half dollar was made primarily from copper and nickel. It carries a value that far exceeds its face worth for those who understand its place in history. It represents a bridge between America's mid-century hope and the technological future of the 1980s. The coin circulation in that decade was somewhat limited by then. Half dollars were rarely seen in daily use, making each one that survived in good condition even more special. What really makes some of these coins valuable are the rare errors and minting anomalies that occurred during production. There are reports of off-center strikes, double die errors, and weakly struck mint marks, all of which can make your coin highly desirable among collectors. A perfectly preserved proof version, struck in brilliant detail for collectors, can command a significant price today, depending on its grade and rarity. The 1980s were an exciting time in American coin collecting. Gold and silver prices were fluctuating. Inflation was on the minds of many, and collectors began to realize the long-term value of keeping even base metal coins in pristine condition. The Kennedy half dollar stood out not just for its beauty but also for what it represented: continuity, pride, and memory of a leader who inspired millions. The 2016 quarter dollar is part of the America the Beautiful series, a special program by the United States Mint that began in 2010 and continued through 2021. Each year, 5 unique quarters were released, each celebrating a national park or historic site from different states. In 2016, 5 distinct designs were issued: Shawnee National Forest from Illinois, Cumberland Gap from Kentucky, Harper's Ferry from West Virginia, Theodore Roosevelt from North Dakota, and Fort Moultrie from South Carolina. These designs brought American history and beauty to life on the reverse of the coin, while the obverse continued to feature the timeless portrait of George Washington, first introduced in 1932 by John Flanagan. Now, while these quarters are common in circulation, what most people don't realize is that certain mint errors, proof strikes, and rare variations from the 2016 series have become extremely valuable. Collectors are constantly searching for these coins, and prices have soared on online marketplaces like eBay and Heritage auction platforms. Let's explore why this coin has drawn so much attention. The 2016 America the Beautiful quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from the San Francisco mint with the S mark were not meant for general circulation. They were specially struck for collectors. These proof and silver proof coins, particularly those with flawless mirror finishes and sharp details, can command impressive prices. However, the real excitement lies in the mint errors. Some 2016 quarters were struck off-center. Double die errors appeared in a few batches, and others were struck on the wrong planchets. These unusual mistakes are what make collectors open their wallets wide. For example, a 2016 P. Shawnee National Forest quarter with an off-center strike sold on eBay for over $400. Another Cumberland Gap quarter with a double die obverse reached nearly $700 according to eBay listings and auction records. Ordinary circulated 2016 quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, but uncirculated and error coins can easily fetch between $50 and $1,000 depending on condition and rarity. A 2016 S silver proof quarter graded PR70 by PCGS or NGC has been listed for more than $250, while certain error versions have gone for even higher. Collectors also love the historical depth of these coins. Each design captures a moment of pride and resilience from America's past. Take the Cumberland Gap quarter. For instance, it celebrates the early settlers who forged the first gateway to the West, symbolizing courage and discovery. The Harper's Ferry coin honors a site deeply tied to America's struggle for freedom, while the Theodore Roosevelt quarter immortalizes the president, known for his conservation legacy. These aren't just coins, they're pieces of living history that fit in the palm of your hand. In auctions, pristine 2016 quarters